Ooh, it's time for stream. We are so back. How's my mic? Are we okay? We seem to be okay. Hello. My name is Vorilex. Some people call me Lex, which is fine. I welcome that. Thank you very much for clicking on me. I appreciate that. I know it is probably very simple to you, but it's quite meaningful to me. That is awesome and flattering. Thank you. I just got home from my day job as a high school math teacher. Related to that, I am quite tired. I am ready to relax with some streaming and some gaming. Much like in previous streams, I am going to relax today by playing some Pokemon Elite Redux. Let's actually get that going right now. Turn that on. Excellent. Because I am a public math teacher, or at least, a teacher in a public school. I'm a school teacher. I believe it is valuable to have some disclaimers. They might actually not have value. They might be valuable. They might not be. I don't know, but I feel like it is. It feels important to me, so here they are. I'm here in my jammies. I've got my blanket and some water. I encourage you to also have some water in front of you. Or at least, within arm's reach. Hey, Coco. Good evening. Good to see you. Welcome back. Choo-choo. Today is Thursday, November 13th. I did not stream yesterday. Yesterday being, of course, Wednesday, November 12th. I did not stream because I was dealing with an emergency at work that kept me over longer than I would have liked. It is what it is. These things happen. It's entirely fine. Let's see. I see this mine shao here, this mega mine shao, and I think my goal was to go get a Noivern. Because a Noivern is, as far as I could tell, the only Pokemon that gets both Aerolate and Boom Burst. The Aerolate ability and the Boom Burst move, so that I can use it alongside this Mine Shao. This Mine Shao having aerodynamics, it would be immune to the damage of Boom Burst and would boost its speed instead. How have you been, Coco? How have you been in the roughly a week since I've last seen you? Do I have a way to boost this thing's attack? I don't think so as a move. But that should be okay. Ooh. A mono-normal run. I remember you talking about your goal to... What was it? What was it called? Supreme Mono Champ? So your mono-normal run is part of that goal. Finishing Victory Road. Goodness gracious. That sounds spectacularly difficult. Highest difficulties, mono-normal. What's it? I suppose that wasn't a good question. A question that came to mind was, what is it like for your mono type not to be super effective against stuff? But I worry that that's not a terribly engaging question. But it's out there, if you feel like talking about it. Where can I find... Nope, that's the wrong setting. Where can I find a Noivern? Okay, I can't find a wild Noivern yet, but I can get a Noibat at Rusturf Tunnel. Cool. I get that, Coco. I suppose what I meant by the question, I get limiting yourself to one type being not bad compared to the difficulty or the challenge runs you've done previously, especially your Rotom only run, and I recall your Berry Tree only run as well. A monotype run compared to those, I think I'd agree, is not that bad. Oh, I never fought this guy. I didn't realize that. But my question was more about the specific type. Like, normal has no good matchups. Oh, this mine shell is going to be awesome. Goodbye, Reuniclus. Rest in peace. Oh, Weather Ball. Okay. Methinks I need to take this guy a bit more seriously. Let's bring in Tyranitar here to set up Sun. Get rid of that Sandstorm. And let's bring out Mega Empoleon as well. I had to think about that one. Oh, hold on. I'm 15 levels down. I haven't leveled up. I leveled my Mineshaw to 85, but nothing else. And since my highest level Pokemon is at level 85, all of my opponents will be at level 85. Oh no. Oh goodness. Simply make teams somewhat varied. Okay, I get that. That sounds pretty cool. Using varied teams throughout the game and then more focused teams when it comes time to battle a gym leader. Yeah, that makes sense. How's our speed? Empoleon's going first. Neat, that's cool. Hold on. And then Golem. Dang it. They had one weird logic. Do you mean the person having trouble with the trainer had weird logic, or the trainer themselves? Or like the trainer in the game has weird logic in the battle? They had problems with a few logics. Hmm. Or problems with a few trainers. I see. Goodbye, Tyranitar. This trainer being one of them. I mean, obviously I'm having trouble with this trainer right now, but I'm 15 levels down. What a cute Annihilate cry. Oh, that was precious. Solar Beam the Golem. Is this Annihilate about to use a fighting move on Empoleon? Probably. What can I do about that? I can get a speed boost. But that Golem is probably about to... No, Heliomoto will go before the Golem. So it'll Solar Beam down the Golem, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go into Velozil here. Get Tailwind going. So a player thought if I level up my Pokemon, the foes become stronger. Oh, I see. So, like, the game would become easier if they don't level up their Pokemon. I can see that logic. Unfortunately, it's a tad misguided. It's not that the game gets easier if you don't level up your Pokemon. The game will match you. Oh, man. This is brutal. Fake out the Omastar. Because I can, I suppose. Flamethrower the Annihilate. Because that dealt the most damage. Oh. So that player also wound up being 15 levels down for this fight, just like I am. Unfortunately, that Annihilate got frostbitten, not burned. I would have liked for it to get burned. Ugh. These prospects are not good. Maybe I can frostbite the Omastar here, though. Nice. Yeah, that's what it comes down for me as well, Coco. Because even though enemy trainers, broadly speaking, will probably have lower leveled Pokemon, having a lower leveled Pokemon myself means fewer evolutions, fewer moves, and on the higher difficulties, fewer abilities as well, because certain innate abilities unlock at certain levels. Yeah. That's brutal. Not... I wonder... I wonder what would... Oh, Empoleon. Oh my goodness. The survivor. If we get very lucky here, the ice beam that... No, ice beam only goes out on a... Never doubt it. Never worried. I get... purposefully not leveling up some Pokemon if the abilities are different and whatnot. Like if a pre-evolution has a specific ability that you want that the evolution itself does not, or if you want to use Eviolite, I get that. Maybe not leveling up as an oversight, not realizing that you can. But I imagine that was probably an amusing battle. Yeah, there you go. It's about the abilities. I disagree, ultimately. I would still evolve those Pokemon. But I can see those reasons. Rhydon having speed boost is, I mean, I gotta admit. Rhydon, was it a randomizer? Was that a randomized run so that Rhydon had speed boost? Rhyhorn. There it is. Rhyhorn having speed boost. Just, that's awesome. I love that. I love the sound of that. I don't think it's worth it to keep the Rhyhorn so that it can have speed boost. I would still rather have a Rhydon, but that makes sense. I can see it. Also ran a quick set on Rhyperior. That sounds cool. That sounds cool to see. Noibat, there you are. Thank you. Do I want anything else from here while I'm here? Hey, shout out to Chingling and Chandelure getting a Mega confirmed in Legends ZA's DLC. I don't think I want anything else from here. Well, I might as well grab a Teddy Ursa so that I can have Ursa Luna. Yeah, I think I'm good otherwise. I don't come up here often. What all is up here in this expanded rust turf tunnel? Okay. Oh well. Oh. That's a fun idea. Having, or using and abusing the weak armor ability on Rhyperior. Even though its speed is so low. Hey, yeah, we might as well do this battle too. I've never used weak armor purposefully like that. That's quite cool. Where did I get this Dragonite? Oh, this was from Winona. Okay. Noibat, Noivern, excellent. Let's have you use Aerolate. What am I losing out on for that? That's fine. Oh my gosh. Does it really? You can have weak armor and stamina at the same time. Oh my gosh. That literally just... Stamina counteracts weak armor entirely. If you're getting hit by contact moves, yeah. What a cool combo. I didn't even realize that. How cool. So this thing... Yeah. So we need Boom Burst here. There we are. What else can we put on this thing? Dragon Breath for guaranteed burn, maybe? Moonlight sounds cool. Dragon Pulse, I guess. Take Flight for switching. That sounds neat. Or it can set Tailwind. Oh, wow. No, I don't think... No. Protect, maybe? Instead of Moonlight? I kind of like this. Yeah. Let's bring in the Noivern. I am so sorry to the lovely Sun team that has brought us so far. But we're doing the Mega Mind Shao Noivern combo, which also means that is 2 flying types. I do not need a third. Sorry, Velozel, you've been great setting up Tailwind for me. But not anymore. Do I want to keep this Empoleon, though? Might as well. I mean, it's been okay. Let's see here. What else can I put on the team? Bringing Toxtricity back could be really cool. Because we have 2 flying types and Empoleon, which has Levitate. And bringing back Toxtricity, we can make use of Chunky Baseline again for the automatic earthquakes. I just have to be really careful with Synchronoise and Boom Burst. That sounds cool. Let's do that. Do I want to use Pecharunt here? It has Levitate too. Oh my word. Maybe. I'm not quite feeling that yet. What else can I do here? What other nonsense can I put on this team? Physical, special, special, maybe another physical? Someone complained today about the Dreamcatcher nerf. Although it's a bit late for that. Dreamcatcher. Sounds like an ability. Doubles move power if anyone on the field is asleep. What was the nerf? What was the nerf for that? I mean, it does sound strong, but I've honestly struggled to use it myself. I've struggled to make spectacular use of it. Do I want Mega Lantern? Mega Lantern sounds fun. Why not? Let's put you on the team. It was changed around 1.6 or 2.0. It has been a while. Comatose would activate that. That sounds really cool. I love that combo. Oh, hold on. Lantern. This thing has Storm Drain and Volt Absorb. Is this time for Mega Primarina? Hey, Micro, good to see ya. Welcome back. How have you been? No, I don't think this is time for Mega Primarina. Although this thing having Sparkling Aria would be is really cool too. The Comatose Dreamcatcher was too strong because Masharna had both. I mean, let's... Okay, so it still has both, but the nerf is that Dreamcatcher is no longer procced by Comatose. Comatose no longer counts for Dreamcatcher. Which is fine, I guess. But if I'm being honest, that's the only time I would ever use Masharna. I don't feel inspired to use this Pokemon anyway. I like this combo, that's quite cool. I don't mean to complain about it. It is what it is. It is... that does sound quite strong. But probably only as strong as some other options that are still available. I wouldn't call that any stronger than other options that exist in the game. What else do I want on my team? What am I missing here? I have a lot of electric representation. I have 2 electric Pokemon, 2 flying Pokemon, 3 with immunity to ground. Is there anything glaring at me here? I can't deal with fairies. What is this thing? This thing is Electric Dark Ghost? Yes, it is. I can't deal with fairies. I can't deal with... Rock? No, I can deal with rock just fine. I need a steel type. Is there anything else terribly glaring? Psychic is rough. I don't have anything. Yeah, I need a steel type. That's what's up. You're doing good? I'm glad to hear it. Oh my word. I did not have that context for how hard Masharna can hit. Wow. Let's get Mega Metagross in here. Well, hold on. We're getting a 30% boost to speed here, which I really like for Mega Metagross. Immune to stat drops. This thing has Levitate too. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Awesome. We don't need Bullet Punch anymore. Rocket Shot's really cool. Is there something that we can purposefully use to abuse Full Metal Body? Immune to stat drops. That makes it sound like it's immune to dropping its own stats, such as through Hammer Arm. Drops the user's speed. It would be immune to that. But I don't want to use Hammer Arm on this thing. Oh, this thing does... Rocket Shot doesn't make contact, so Tough Claws wouldn't boost it. Neither do these other moves. Oh my gosh. Voralex, what is wrong? What are you doing? I don't want recoil damage, though. Meteor Mash just might be is what it is. 90 accuracy. It probably just is what it is. Someone thought it was weird Masharna had the combo. Oh! That's very cool. It's cool of you to collaborate with other players like that, Coco. I'm very excited to hear about it. Whenever it comes to the game, or whenever it's announced, I'm excited to hear about it. I'm excited to see it in action. Besides the failed shiny that happened earlier in Elite Redux, I'm afraid I lack the context for that. What does that mean? Masharna getting a signature ability sounds great. I'm not terribly excited about Mega Metagross's move pool, but it is what it is. Okay. Lantern, you do not need... You do not need a Lanternite because you're Mega Evolved anyway. Oh, goodness. Okay. Doing good besides the fact. Failed shiny that happened earlier in Elite Redux. Failed shiny as in it appeared and you didn't catch it? What can I put on Lantern? I suppose I didn't actually look at this thing's moves. Your game kind of crashed. Oh. That's brutal. I'm so sorry. Okay. I think I want parabolic charge here instead of volt switch. Does you have a constant 20% damage boost, but... Oh, I see. You get a double damage against sleeping targets. Specifically. Am I interpreting that right? It was a shiny Rockruff. Eclipse shiny? Wow. Let's see. We might be able to check that here. Like... this thing. Its ghostly fur becomes blue. Which I love. I think that looks great. You still have damage boost even if you're only one asleep? Cool. I like that. I like that compromise. Well done. I think I like the idea of this thing being more of a supporter. It looks so cool, I agree. I honestly hadn't looked at this thing's shiny yet, but I love this color combination going from this thing, very edgy, to more spectral, if that makes sense, more ghostly. I like that a lot. That's a cool color combo. Hey, sometimes that's what it takes, Coco. Sometimes getting the conversation started is, I mean, it's not sometimes very important, it's always very important to get the conversation started, but sometimes it's the hard part. Still, good job. The shiny reminds me of the Devimon and Ice Devimon situation. I am so sorry, but I must admit, I don't have the context for that. What is... Is that like a Digimon? Devimon? Yeah, it's a Digimon. I am very sorry to disappoint, but I'm not at all familiar with Digimon. I'd love to hear about that situation, though, if you're interested in describing it. Okay, Lantern. Let's give you... No, not leftovers. Let's give you a tactical vest. Tactical vest will raise defense shore that up a bit, because that's lower than special defense. And I have all attacking moves on this thing anyway. Look up the difference between Devimon and Ice Devimon, and you'll see. Oh. Oh, I see what you mean. I absolutely see what you mean, and I agree. I agree, that's really cool. Let's get this thing back out here. Nice. Okay, we've got Lantern built up. Metagross is ready, Lantern is ready. Toxtricity is ready, Empoleon's been ready. Noivern needs an item. Mineshaw needs an item. Mineshaw, you're going to be getting speed boosts. Wait a minute, I'm waiting. You need a Focus Sash. Noivern. You're going to be using Boom Burst, which is a sound-based move. Throat Spray? Noivern Shiny reminds you of something? What does it remind you of? Throat Spray sounds nice for this, because I'm going to be using Boom Burst. But Take Flight would get rid of that if I used it. Do I want something here instead of Take Flight? Coverage, perhaps? Coverage like Dark Pulse, Bug Buzz, Heat Wave. Probably Bug Buzz, because it's also a sound-based move, and that could proc Throat Spray as well if I had to use it. Nice. Now this guy. This guy is going to use Mega Nidoking and Mega Nidoqueen. And if we beat him, we get both of those. Oh my gosh, Scare and Intimidate. All at once. Let's use Dynamic Punch here. Boom Burst as planned. Give Mineshaw a speed boost. And do a bunch of damage. Noivern, dude, that was not a bunch of damage. Something from Spectrobes. It reminds you of Spectrobes. Oh, that's a neat little creature. I see where the colors are coming from. I see what you mean. I think I agree. I really would have liked that Grimmsnarl to take more damage. But you know what? What we can do here is show off Giga Impact. Not that we need to. Not that we need to for the Grimmsnarl. But Mineshaw's Qigong ability means that because it got a kill with Giga Impact, it will not need to recharge. Normally Giga Impact would have a turn of recharge, but because it got a kill, it doesn't. We can do that again. We can Giga Impact the Hydreigon. And keep using Boom Burst for the speed on Mindshell. Oh, here comes Nidoking. This thing is about to Mega Evolve, and I'm afraid. Can we keep going? I think we can. Oh, man. That's an unfortunate video to hear about, Coco. I love Mega Fido's coverage of Elite Redux. Biggest nerfs I see 7 hours ago. Yeah, I'll have to watch that just to keep updated. I'll give it a watch after stream. Okay, Noivern got taken out, which means the speed bursts are done. Which should be fine. We should still be okay. Because Mindshell, even though it's paralyzed, is still stupid fast. Mindshell can... Whirling Strikes the Nidoking. Do I want to trust that it doesn't get paralyzed, though? Do I want to trust that it doesn't go full para? I don't think I do. If I Baton Pass, I know it'll keep the speed boosts, but will it maintain the paralysis? You did not mention the Shiinotic nerf. What's that about? Baton Pass will maintain confusion, but not other statuses, it seems. Okay. So I'll tell you what, we Baton Pass. I don't know to what yet, but we're gonna. Goodbye, Mega Nidoking. Let's go to what I want to have a lot of speed. Let's try Toxtricity. What was the Shiinotic nerf about? Oh, we have an Arcanine, okay. Toxtricity, keeping all those speed boosts. Wait a minute, does this Arcanine have... Extreme speed, it does. So I do need to be scared of that. Extreme speed will OHKO Metagross, but not Toxtricity. I should have given Metagross Protect. Oh, hold on. Lantern could probably tank that. Lantern isn't going to appreciate the earthquake that's about to come out from Toxtricity. Oh, what a cool use for Shiinotic. Having Dreamcatcher, being able to use Spore. Dreamcatcher, doubling its own move power using Spore, and being able to outspeed with Twisted Dimensions. That sounds like a really cool use. It's unfortunate that Dreamcatcher and Twisted Dimension are both choice abilities. You can have both at once. But I see what you mean, where once upon a time it could have both at once. Oh, Parabolic Charge hits everything. Goodness. Do I want to hit Toxtricity with Sparkling Aria? No, but I think I want to hit it with Parabolic Charge. Three damage to the Ferrothorn. It does sound like a ridiculous ability combo, considering that Shiinotic has Spore. Spore and free Trick Room and double damage when something is asleep. For sure. But my feeling about that Shiinotic build is the same as my feeling about the Musharna build. It's that I, personally, now I am of course extremely biased. I'm very biased because there are some Pokemon that I really like using and some that I really don't care to use. There are people out there who just like Musharna or like Shiinotic. Power to them, that's awesome. My feelings about Musharna and Shiinotic is that if they had those builds, I would consider using them. But outside of specifically, like, I don't feel inspired to use those Pokemon. see the third innate of Shiinotic? Bad dreams. Quarter damage to Pokemon that are asleep. Which can... you only... with the doubled power from Dreamcatcher, you only have to deal 3/4 of their health bar. Because bad dreams will make up the other 1/4. Also quite fun. My feeling is the same, though. So this Nidoqueen is scary. This thing is about to Mega Evolve and become just absolutely brutal. I think we Boom Burst for more damage. That might hurt Lantern quite a lot. They really tried very, very hard to make Shiinotic awesome with its abilities, didn't they? Because Poison Absorb... Poison Absorb removing its quad weakness is awesome. I love abilities like that. This Icy Wind isn't going to do much damage, but it is going to reduce speed. Oh. Mayhaps I shouldn't have done that. Because I just boosted this Nidoqueen. Well, heck. Let's speed through that. I'm going to bring out Mega Metagross again. Psychic Fangs should. I brought it out because it's a physical attacker, and Nidoqueen just got +2 special defense. Should down the Nidoqueen. We can Icy Wind because that'll deal more damage to the Ferrothorn. Excellent. Oh, you found a bug in your mono normal run? It sounds like the battle ended even when the trainer still had 3 Pokemon. Pardon me, I muted the mic to... I muted the mic to sneeze. We should have it here. This Ferrothorn isn't terribly scary on its own. It's just very tanky. I wonder what happened to make that bug occur. Yeah, come on. There we go. And we get, as our 200th win, we get Mega Nidoqueen and Mega Nidoking. Looks like the end of the live. I'm not certain what that means. But if you mean that it is the end of stream, the live stream, you are completely correct. That is accurate, because we just hit right now 1 hour. Thank you all very much for joining me. That is what you meant? Nice. Excellent timing on the end of that battle. Let's go back, turn off that audio, go back here, close this, we saved, excellent. Doot. Thank you very much for clicking on me. Thank you for participating in chat. Micro, it was great to see you again. Coco, as always, as well, good to see you. Thank you both for participating in chat. That certainly makes my stream, that makes my personal experience more interesting and more engaging for me. Of course, I understand that it's it is arguably entirely my job to be engaging as the streamer, but y'all have made that much easier to do. You've made my role here very, very easy. If you're watching the VOD, thank you very much for clicking on me and for sticking around this long. I always appreciate your views. Never expected, always appreciated. Thank you so much. I do apologize one more time again for not streaming yesterday, Wednesday, November 11th. 11th? 12th. Wednesday, November 12th. There was an emergency that I had to handle at work. These things happen sometimes. But we get through them, we manage them. I streamed today, obviously, as planned. My next planned stream is next Wednesday, which should be the 19th. Wednesday, November 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I will, of course, do my best to stream as planned, but again, just like yesterday, things sometimes happen. Thank you all so much. Have a good one. See y'all next time.